work. Maybe you should stick. Welcome everybody. Today I am so excited to be doing a try on video, like try on new makeup video. I never know what to title these, and to be quite honest, I title my videos like in the editing process. Today I will be wearing, putting on a lot of the products from the e.l.f. Retro Paradise collection. Is the first time wearing the eyeshadow palette. I'm wearing everything on my face currently, as well as a lot of Colourpop products and a few other things that I will be testing throughout this video. So if you're interested in any of these products that I'm going to be talking about, please stick with it, and I will check in back at the end and we'll see the final look. I want to wear the green. I really want to wear blue. The shade Canvas here. So I have a light that doesn't like to stay on. It likes to just keep flashing. Like I'm not looking at it. It's like censored to look at my face. And it doesn't want to. And my brows are looking crazy today, so I apologize. I'm going to try to draw it like the brow gel just came out. Try to draw a wing after I do the rest of the makeup, or not a wing, the tail. Start with the orange shade. There you go. So you expect to turn on. Let's get my light on. Lighting is a little off because I picked the most rainy day to be doing this. I woke up and it's all gloomy outside, so that's what we're dealing with. I have to turn the light on, so it's just gonna be one of those annoying things. Decided what I'm doing, just starting to put shades down, and then maybe on top of that bring this a little bit higher. I feel like I always have the hardest time getting them even. This side, it's above my crease. This side, it's not. So I need it to match. It needs to be a little bit above my crease. So I'm going to actually use the other orange. Smoked out look, which I never do. It's always with a dark brown. Okay. So that's just going to be stamped on the outside, the outer part of the lid, and then it'll be blended up into the crease. Also, this is really bad for your eyes, but this is how I get this to lay flat, is by doing this. We'll see how this looks, but we're going to put the green shade, which is Colourpop Mar, on the lid. I'm going to go ahead and just do it with my finger. Although it looks like a satin, it is kind of, it looks almost matte. So I do think this would work in the crease as well. There's a lot of mattes, or a lot of more shimmery shades in this palette, so just be aware. Oh, I took it green before, so that's why we then have the same brush, because we're gonna have to tap the brown back over. Some people like to do their lid shape first, that could be a good idea. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye just to keep it cohesive, and then I'm going to actually put something else over the lid. So what I'm going to put on over this, my hand already looks insane, by the way, it's my little shade palette, is this so it looks gold, but it has green reflex, so I'm actually going to put that on. And same thing, I'm going to use a finger. This is like a glitter, so I wouldn't suggest not putting it on with a brush. So this eye is what we want, and this eye looks a little bit messy, so I'm just going to try to get it the same thing. Again, blend. I'm going to use my eyeliner, which I'm sure is going to be chaotic, so probably won't include that part of the filming. But yeah, this is what I want. Okay, cool. I feel like every time I go to film, I look like my makeup will look, I'll have some sort of like issue, or my makeup will look bad, and I don't know if it's just like, it's then that it's like, oh, she doesn't know how to do this, but I'm like, I promise you I know how to do my makeup. Oh yeah, she just needed some work, maybe she looks sick. Alright, so we'll come back to this after the rest of this. Okay, so we're on to the face part. This is the e.l.f. Retro Paradise Primer. I'm gonna tell you right now, everything but the palette smells like a Jolly Rancher. Not sure if you're into that. It's not a nasty scent, it's just, I'm a little over the scented products. That being said, this is great. This is super, super, super dewy. You see this? This is glow action. This is super dewy, and then what we're going to be using is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh foundation, or not foundation. This is the Tinted Moisturizer, because they do have foundation. This is also super dewy. This is the extremely, extremely light coverage. It's a tinted moisturizer, so if you're expecting more, don't. But I can show you how you can get this to be a nice medium coverage. It's a surprise, not with just this, but I really like how this looks when I use this together. So I like to use this with a sponge. This is a Beauty Bakerie blending egg. Love it. My light doesn't want to turn on for this apparently, so I'm just gonna not be able to see my face. It's delightful. Okay, so it's gonna look even glowier because of the primer, but it always looks pretty glowy regardless, and I always use moisturizing primer, so blends super easily. So I could leave it here, and it gives a nice, like, just makes you look hydrated, like super hydrated right now, and it evens out skin tone. However, I do like to bump the coverage up a little bit, and the best way I found to do that is use the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. This is the original. I don't like this under the eyes really at all, but what I like to do this, and I feel like my skin looks pretty good today, is I like to put it just some here on my cheeks, because my cheeks get particularly really red and textured, and I feel like skin looks wimpy, so then I just tap it in on my cheeks. I feel like this makes it
perfect coverage for me. Okay, just popping in. This is not new, but because I'm using 2 other cream products for the rest of my face, I still have this. It's extremely old. I don't know if they still sell this. It's the NYX Wonder Stick. I actually am really enjoying this. Cream bronzer. It's pretty nice. And I was very scared because I feel like I didn't know how to use it before. Now that I do, I love it. So, this brush is amazing. It's the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. Wow, I love this brush so much. So this is a Colourpop blush stick. I put it on the back of my hand. I've had some hard times with this. Best way to apply it, in my opinion, the only way to apply it is with a sponge. The issue is with, I love to go ham with blush, and I feel like these are so subtle because they're cream, so I tend to build it up to a second layer. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So this I'm loving. This one I'm not loving. I'll tell you right off the bat. Is the Lite stick. I'm gonna use it all night. I'm gonna use the same method, and I'm gonna try to sponge it up. I cannot even tell what is highlighter and what is the glowy primer. The issue with this product is it does not pick up like blush. It just stays on my hand. And I would definitely not swipe this across the face like immediately. Just do that. That's not a good idea. So I'm already going to tell you I'm going to put you can see it here. I'm going to put a powder highlight over this because I don't like this. I'm trying to use it because I bought it, but I don't like this. I'm going to powder, and I'm going to use the Beauty Bakerie flour powder. I do. This sifter is weird, and I don't know how to use it exactly, and I feel like it comes off looking a little crazy. I mean, it's messy, and this is my problem I have with most powders in general. But I'm gonna try to go under the eye. Palette. I have already decided that I'm going to go back under the eye with the green called Baja Noir because I didn't really get to feature it like I had wanted to. The only light shimmery shade for inner corner I would say is the white sea salt. I typically love this. I feel like it doesn't, I don't know if it would go with this, but I'm going to use it anyway because I like a shimmery white. Oh, it presses down, so it's a chunky glitter again. So yeah, it looks like sea salt, like it says it is. I'm just gonna put it on the other eye. I'm going to put whatever powder highlight that I want to use over top of this. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. The Essence Lash Primer I'm not loving. I like the way the BFF mascara looks by itself. The lash primer, definitely don't use on the bottom lashes. Lips, not loving the lip I have. I put a lot of lip liner through this. This is just my Sephora lip liner. So now that I have the nude base down, covering it with the second to last product from Alpha Paradise, which is the Dream On lip gloss. Okay, and then we'll go back to the BFF mascara. have left to test today is the e.l.f. Retro Paradise Glow Up Body Oil. I'm going to put it, because I can't see it, putting it on my finger and then applying it, and then I'll blend it out with the brush. And yeah, that's it. So, that was fun. So I'm gonna quickly round up all the products that I used today. So first main product, I feel like the star of the show was the e.l.f. Retro Paradise eyeshadow palette. I really like this. I had a little bit of issue, but I think it was completely an operator error, which happens a lot over here. I promise I'm gonna do my makeup. I feel like it is relatively user-friendly. I say that though caveat because I feel like if you don't know how certain textures work, that can be a problem. So all of the really, you know, shimmery looking shades in here are thick glitters. I don't prefer that formula. Colourpop likes to use the pressed glitter, and theirs is absolutely the worst. I would say this is much better than the Colourpop formula. That being said, I don't like Colourpop eyeshadows, so if that's what you're comparing it to, I definitely think this palette is significantly better. I also have the e.l.f. Bite-sized eyeshadow palettes. I think I like those shimmers a little bit better. If the two blues, the two light shimmery blues are that same consistency, which I'll kind of know when I swatch it, that's kind of a disappointment, but overall I'm very excited about this color story, and I think it is going to be a really fun palette to use, and I just can't imagine the different combinations I'm going to be able to do with this. The Colourpop BFF liquid eyeliner, I would not recommend this. This is a felt tip eyeliner pen. I usually prefer brush tip. The only felt tip I like, and if you like felt tips, I would recommend the Makeup Revolution Renaissance Flick liquid eyeliner pen. They don't sell it at Ulta anymore, but it is still available on their website. I would way more recommend that, because when you go, I always like to go up when I do my wing and then I go back. Don't know if people do it differently. That's how I do my liquid liner. When you go back, it like doesn't lay the product down opaquely. There's always an issue with this. I feel like my eyeliner usually is skippy. Today was the easiest I've ever used it, and there was still like the issue with it looking kind of skippy. So I would not recommend this. There are more colorful shades. I have a light pink. It just doesn't show up, so I don't think there's really a point in that. If you want a fun liner, like a colorful liner, I would personally recommend an Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil. I think you can honestly do wings with those as long as you are, you know, careful and it's nice and sharpened. I would recommend you doing that because that's going to be much more user friendly. Next product was the Colourpop Pretty Fresh. I loved this. This is awesome. I like the coverage by itself, but I always add a little bit more with my concealer, and I feel like it gets the absolute perfect coverage that I would like. So I 100% recommend this. My only issue, and so this is good because I'm going outside, so I didn't do that today, is it does not have an SPF. So that's kind of a bummer because I feel like with a tinted moisturizer, that's kind of what I'm looking for. I like to wear a tinted moisturizer when I'm going outside. I don't want to wear a super full coverage foundation. So now you're going to have to lay on another product underneath this. So when I go outside, I usually use my L'Oreal Infallible because it has SPF in it. The next products I have were the Colourpop blush sticks and the light sticks. The blush sticks, absolutely would recommend. They have a little bit of an issue, of a user issue. You just need to know how to use them. I have applied this right to my face and it looked fine, but if you realize you're closer up, it is moving the product underneath your skin, so that's my issue with cream products. But once you put it on your hand and you put it with a sponge, I feel like this product looks really, really good, and I'm a blush lover. By the way, I have the shade Under Pressure. The light stick, absolutely would not recommend. I don't know if it's just specifically this one. This one is a little bit too glittery for me, and I feel like it doesn't really apply very well at all. I have highlight on right now. The because you're not even seeing this product because I put powder over it, because I feel like it doesn't show at all. Or it pulls the product up, and I absolutely is a not recommend from everything I tried here. The next product is the Beauty Bakerie Flour Powder. Again, I think I've used this twice now, but I think this is a not recommend. I love the Too Faced Peach Mattifying Powder, which I use all over my face. I feel like it doesn't pull anything up. It doesn't look super like drying or anything like that. I feel like this is just too drying, and it's like more of a white powder. It's in translucent, so I'm just not, I think I like powders with a little bit more color, so maybe that's the issue, but I don't feel like it looks flattering under the eyes whatsoever. The Essence Volume Lash Primer, I feel like today it looks pretty good, but I feel like it makes anything look clumpier, which is what it's saying to do. It's saying to volumize, but I'm not a fan of clumpy lashes really anymore. I do like a more natural looking lash, so I think that's what this is. The Colourpop BFF Mascara, well, the Essence, I don't know if I'll recommend it, but the Colourpop BFF Mascara, I would recommend this. I like it in the black shade. I have it in pink. I feel like color doesn't really show up very much, but with the black, I feel like it is very natural looking when it's not with the primer. It's similar look and wand to Better Than Sex or L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I think this is a little bit more natural looking than either of those, and that's kind of what I'm preferring right now. But if you want more volume, go with the Lash Paradise. Don't even bother with the primer. Honeysugar primer. Lash Paradise is fine on its own. And talk about the primer. Okay, sorry. I had all three of the Elf Retro Paradise left. So, last three things. The Elf Retro Paradise Primer Glow Oil. I would recommend this. I really love this. Not a fan of the scent of any of these products. Again, it smells like a Jolly Rancher. However, if you have a matte foundation, I think this would be really good. I use all glowy foundations, so I don't typically think that this is like the type of primer that I need. Not saying that I don't also want like a super glowy look, so I think that it's good for that in that sense as well. And then we have the Elf Retro Paradise Lip Gloss. Would not recommend. I don't think this is a very good lip gloss. If you're looking for a cheap drugstore priced lip gloss, I would say either go for the Essence, or my absolute favorite would be the Colourpop liquid. Colourpop glosses are my absolute fave. And then the last product was the Glow Oil from the Elf collection. This is a plastic bottle compared to the glass bottle of the primer oil, which I find weird, but whatever. I like this. I've wanted one of these for a while. I think it does its job. It's a little bit messy as I dropped it on my tongue, but that's it. Thank you guys so much for joining in today. Hopefully this video is not too long. It's probably going to be very long, but I'm sorry. If you like this type of video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. I have lots of sorts of videos like this. It's really makeup and vlogs and what I'm watching and cooking and stuff like that. And I have a declutter coming very soon because I'm going to put this video up first. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!